My name is Antonia Ramakar and today I'm going to teach you some English. Welcome to Series English. Today we are going to talk about inversion in the English language. Well, to tell the truth, we have already touched upon this problem and I had a couple of classes devoted to different kinds of inversions in English. Well, there are no different kinds, to tell the truth. There are just different cases in which we are supposed to use an inversion. Well, firstly, what is an inversion? Inversion is a process in a language in which you invert the word order, so you change it. So in English, the first place is usually taken by a subject and then you are supposed to use a predicate. But when the predicate goes before the subject, this is a typical case of an inversion. So, for example, in questions we have inversion, but it's not the only situation in which we are supposed to use it. So let's get to it. The first case I want to talk about is conditional sentences. So in conditional sentences we can use inversion with the verbs should, had, and were. We have already talked about it. That's why I'm not going to talk about this particular structure in detail. I will just give you an example. Should I meet Brad Pitt in the street? I would not ask for an autograph, I would ask for a hug. Or, let's paraphrase it. Should I meet Brad Pitt in the street? I would ask for a hug rather than an autograph. So, anyway, that's an example, and as you can see, the first place is taken by a verb, should, then we have a subject, and then the rest of the sentence.
Come on, you gotta wake up. Come on, please.
Of course, had he known what she was about to do to his life, he would have let her hang there.
So it's an inversion, and if you do not remember how you should use inversion in conditional sentences, then take a look at this class. It will help you to remember, but we move on. So the second case in which we are supposed to use inversion is indirect questions. To tell you the truth, to be completely honest, here we have not inversion in a typical sense, but a double inversion, if I may put it like this, because indirect questions are questions which you can see in sentences, well, within another sentence. Yeah, so it's a question, but it's not alone, it's inside another sentence. And although it's a question, and we are supposed to use inversion, we don't. So it's a double inversion. We use direct word order in an indirect question. So the typical word order, subject, predicate, direct object, and so on. So another example, so that it will get a little bit clearer. So let's remember our previous example. Should I meet Brad Pitt? I would ask for a hug rather than an autograph. And he will ask me if I am crazy. I'll better use would, because I'm imagining here. And he would ask me if I was crazy. So if I was, we do not say if was I. Yeah, so it's an indirect question and we use double inversion, so actually no inversion here. But it's an interesting example. By the way, we also talked about it. That's why if you have some problems remembering and understanding how it should work, then take a look at another class about indirect questions, or I call them pseudo questions in that video. So,
a few years back, Harold lost his job and we had to give up our membership at the country club. And then one day, one of my club friends asked why she hadn't seen me around lately. And I told her that we couldn't afford it anymore.
Moving on to the third case, which is using little words so, neither, and nor. So here you also have a kind of an inversion. These little words why do I group them together? Because they can be used as a response to a statement when you agree to somebody. When you agree to a negative statement or a positive statement. So if you agree to a negative statement, you use the words neither or nor. If you agree to a positive statement, you use so. For instance, I ask you, guys, do you like the name crab bag? You say no, then I respond, neither do I. So I also don't like it. I agree with you. I agree with your negative statement. You say, no, I don't like it. I say, neither do I. Or I can say, nor do I. If you say, yes, I love this name, crab bag, this is my dream name, I say, so do I, if I agree with you, if I also like it. And as you can see, we say, so do I, not so I do, or neither I do. So inversion here, once again, and it is interesting. One more example. He doesn't speak English, and neither does his dog. As you can see, you can use this structure not only as a response, but also within another sentence when you compare something. Well, so he doesn't speak English, and neither does his dog. Or we can say that he speaks English, and so does his dog. Although it sounds weird.
We're in the Sudan.
You sure she hasn't been out of the country?
She hasn't even been out of the state in at least a year, neither has Max.
Maybe she lied.
And as you can guess, there is also a class devoted to this particular issue, and you can take a look at it and revise all the information, remember everything, and make sure that you know 100% how you can use these little responses. Neither has he, so will she, and so on. Well, I should point out that there are some more ways and some more cases in which we are supposed to use inversion in English. But I'll tell you about them in our next class. So that's it for today. Today, I just wanted to remind you of 3 ways, 3 cases in which you are supposed to use it. In our next class about inversion in English, we'll talk about negative adverbials. And since it's like, little did she know that her husband was a maniac, and so on. So that's it for today. I hope that you liked this video and you revised some information and now you know and remember more about English grammar. I hope to see you soon. Do not forget to like this video. Please press the button and I hope to see you soon once again. I do hope to see you soon every week. So happy English and Russian practice. Bye bye.